What is laughing gas? Laughing gas is nitrous oxide, N2O, dinitrogen oxide. It is a colorless gas with a sweet smell. It acts as an anesthetic type agent and mainly it is used by dentists on patients so that they may not feel pain. Also, it is used as a propellant in cream cans, in racing cars as an oxidizing agent, etc. On inhaling it, actually the brain of the person gets relaxed enough and he feels woozy as he feels in alcohol and in such a situation behaves like he is a drunkard. A few people also feel sleepy later, but if it is inhaled in enough proportion, it can also lead to the loss of consciousness or even death sometimes because in pure nitrous oxide, oxygen lacks. Bone marrow can also be affected. It was discovered in 1772 and for medical purpose it is used widely. What is oxygen debt? Oxygen is the most essential factor for keeping us alive and this fact is known to all. But there can also be a situation when oxygen debt can cause and further on paying such debt back, no loss can be occurred to the person. When your body demands more oxygen but supplies not so, it is situation of oxygen debt. Mainly such condition occurs when you exercise or play. Actually, at that time, your many muscles work together and so require more oxygen to continue. But if at that time the supply of oxygen is not in such required amount, oxygen debt situation takes place, which can lead the person to fatigue or can even stop breathing. By anaerobic respiration, the person starts to produce lactic acid and this can cause cramps. But if oxygen is supplied in time as required, the person can be normal as he was before. What is the relation between tides and the moon? Changing levels of water in the ocean is called tide. In creating tides, the moon plays a very specific role. Not only the moon but also the sun is responsible for fluctuation caused in water level to some extent. The moon is closer to earth, so it is mainly responsible for causing tides. Gravitational force of the moon causes oceans to bulge out in the direction of the moon and other bulge occurs in opposite side as earth is also being pulled by the moon. Each day, 2 times tide causes with having difference of 12 hours and 25 minutes from low tides to high tides and vice versa. Tides are very high and very low if the sun and the moon are aligned because of strong gravitational force and if not so, gravitational force of both are cancelled and neap tides cause, that is least height of tides. The height of tides varies because of the varying distance of the moon with earth. What is the function of blood? Blood is comprised of white blood cells, red blood cells, platelets and plasma. Their main functions are differentiated as transport, maintenance and immunity provider. Each component has its own function. Primarily, blood serves as a carrier of useful components to the desired part and waste component back to the respective place. Several functions of blood are: blood transfers the oxygen from the lungs to the body and carbon dioxide from the body to the lungs. It contains white blood cells which are being transferred to fight against the disease, regulates the pH value of the body. Inside body temperature is also maintained by blood, which heals cuts and injuries. It also acts as an antibiotic against several infections. Blood takes the important nutrients from food and supplies them to all the parts of the body. Hormones are responsible for the changes in the human body and these hormones are transported by blood.
Thanks for watching. Do like, share, subscribe to Sahil Book House.